What's up, y'all? It's Key. We're doing some full moon reading. This reading is going to be for Leo. See what's going on under this full moon in Aquarius. What we're changing, what's heading out, what's coming in anew, okay? For my Leos. Let's see, God, Spirit, what can I get for my Leos at this time? What's going on with my Leo babes? Happy birthday, Leo. It's still your season. We're in the thick of it. What's going on with my Leos? We got the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay, so you're healing, possibly. I ain't even gonna say possibly, because I see where it's like you're healing, right? But you're still open to new things coming in. With you being in your Queen of Wands energy and your King of Cups, this is like the perfect balance between the masculine and feminine energies. So whether I'm talking to a masculine or a feminine, you embody both energies right now, and both of them are very level. Let me just say this. Your feminine energy is balanced, okay? And then your masculine energy, and as far as like your emotions, is balanced, okay? You know how to be defensive. You know how to be guarded. You know how to hold your own. On your feminine side, and then on your emotional side, it's like you know when to also use your emotions. It's okay for you to feel love. It's okay for you to give love, to receive it, all of the things. Okay, Leo? Some of my Leos could be practicing celibacy right now. If not, what you're doing is just keeping parts of yourself for just you, right? And it has nothing to do with, it could have, for some of y'all, it could have absolutely nothing to do with celibacy. But it's like you're keeping parts of yourself for yourself. And that could be a higher level of commitment or high emotions or something like that. You're learning how to balance those out. Not saying that you learn it. It's almost like being in duality mode, right? Your future and your Lori Harvey at the same time. Loving and caring and nurturing, but also hard and stiff and swift, okay? It's like knowing and understanding your boundaries and not crossing them and being okay with it. What else, Leo? Yeah, and it's because you're manifesting this type of love for yourself. That's what you're doing. It's like you're becoming this energy that you wish to have come towards you. It's like in the past, you possibly just gave too much, or was too guarded too much in your masculine energy and not enough in your feminine, or vice versa, too much in your feminine energy and not enough in your masculine. What you're doing now is realizing that you could be both of them, okay? You can be both, and that's okay. We got the Nine of Wands, which tells me that you're guarded, but not in a way to where like you're being stubborn. It's just you're being stingy with yourself a little bit. Like I said, going back to this Queen of Wands, you're keeping parts of yourself to yourself, and that's okay. Because in the past, you were very free and very giving with yourself. You've learned how to balance these emotions out so they can't be taken advantage of, and that's all right. Some good shit. All right. Yep, Ace of Swords. It's like you're thinking logically now. You're thinking more with your brain. You're taking the right steps that you're guided to take now. You're getting the truth. You're getting all of the answers. You're getting all of the knowledge first versus, going in with your emotions. As long as that shit makes sense, that's the only way you're moving now. If it just don't make sense, you're not doing it, Leo. It has to make sense for you in this season. With this new moon in Aquarius, it's calling for you to change something radically. Thinking for yourself, thinking outside the box, but in a way to where it benefits you and you only, because you are the master of your destiny. Only you can change the outcome of your life. Only you can walk in those shoes to fulfill your purpose, okay? And that's what you're learning how to do, when in the past you were so guarded possibly and so free with your emotions, very feminine, very emotional. You wasn't thinking too clearly. You wasn't thinking too logically, right? And that's why I said something earlier about being celibate. So somebody could be celibate, and I think it's because maybe once you got sexually attached to someone, right, that kind of overtook you. So now it's like you're keeping that part to yourself, because they can, and this is for some, not all, but it's like no one can use them having that piece of you to their advantage. You're going to use that to yours in ways that it benefits you. Anyways, y'all know what the hell I'm saying. Anyways, Leo, but that's just for a very small group of people. You're thinking logically now, okay? It's like you're seeking the truth, right answers. You're a Temperance card. You're very balanced. That's exactly what the fuck I've been saying. Masculine, feminine energies, okay? And that's opposite, because you know the sun, the moon is the mother, the sun is the father, period, okay? So it's like you know how to balance both your fire and your moon signs, your light and your dark, your masculine, your feminine. You know what I'm saying? You know when to. You could be this earth angel. Honestly, you could have Sagittarius Taurus somewhere in your chart. It's like you finally figured out. No telling why this man got a tattoo of a damn balance symbol. So you could have like a tattoo of a something that's balanced, like infinity and number 8 or something like that. Something that's balanced, which means you have the power to create something, take it away, and then come back better. You can create that type of life for yourself. So it's almost like you learn from your own mistakes. And I'm getting that that's exactly what you did. This is the symbol I'm talking about right here. It's like you learn from your own mistakes. You know how to give and receive in this season. And in your past life, or just last week or last month or last year, it was more one-sided with a lot of things. You've learned how to balance all of that out. There's peace and harmony in your life now. The sun is very significant too. Let me just say that. You may need to go get some vitamin D. Go sit under the sun. Something about the sun is very significant. The sun is also your energy. So there's something about your Leo energy and the sun being prevalent in this time. So make sure you're spending a lot of time in the sun. I got the 5 of Cups. So emotionally, you could be feeling, I'm not going to say lack, but I'm going to say lack thereof. Because what your life once was known as, where you were used to, like I said, people pleasing or being a giver, that's no longer here. So you may find yourself getting lonely some days because maybe you're used to like having or being in situations that were comfortable for you. But because you cut all of that shit out, it's like your phone don't ring no more, or you don't have anyone or something like that. I feel like there's still some times or parts in your life where you possibly like, well, dang, well, at least I did have this, but you removed that, you released that, so it's no longer there. That's the only thing I'm getting here with this 5 of Cups, is that maybe sometimes you do get a little lonely. And let me say this, Leo, your loneliness in these times don't make you want to go back. You're still very much moving forward. You're still very guarded. You're still loving and healing the parts of you that work to your benefit, regardless of how it makes other people feel. All right. What else can I get for my Leo? Yeah, we got the Page of Swords. Get one more. You have some new ideas. It's almost like you're reinventing yourself. It's like being a kid. You're starting over from scratch. Yeah, definitely with the 6 of Pentacles. It's like you're giving that same fucking symbol, y'all. Look, that 8-0, that 8. That what goes around comes around. It's like you're starting over, right? I said like being a kid all over again. You're relearning yourself, reinventing yourself. It's like, okay, none of the shit that I've been doing up until this point has been working for me. None of it. Possibly since you were like 14 years old. That's when things started moving different for you. And then again at 20, and then again at 25. So it's like every 5 to 6 years, your life has been changing dramatically. And now, in this next 5 years, so you could be turning like 25 or 30 or something like that. It's just saying that like in these 5 or 6 year increments, you have been reinventing yourself, rechanging yourself. That's the cycle that you're in right now. That's exactly what you're going through. Yeah, we got death and rebirth at the bottom of the deck. You're going through this death and rebirth. You're reinventing yourself all over again. You're changing yourself over again. And you have the ability to do so. I said that earlier. You know when to turn it off and turn it on. You know when you're being too feminine and you need to scale that back. And now it's time for you to step into your masculinity a little bit, or vice versa. You know when you're being too masculine, it's time for you to ease up and be a little softer. You know that. You know when to do this. You have the ability to shapeshift in that type of way. And when people hear shapeshift, they automatically think like negative. No, if I'm shapeshifting to fucking help me, then that's just what it is. I ain't shapeshifting to deceive anybody or to hurt anybody, nothing. Now what I'm doing is protecting myself and reinventing myself to not allow things to affect me. And if you take that personal, motherfucker, that's on you. And I feel like that's literally your mind frame right now, Leo. Like that's how you're operating. It's like if I'm healing parts of myself and I'm changing parts of me and you're offended by that, that's your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If you feel like I'm shifting or shape-shifting and I'm changing so much because I won't allow for you to take advantage of me no more, I'm not that giving no more, I'm not that yes ma'am no more, then that's your personal business. Yup. What's going on with my Leos? Nothing yet is set in stone. So like I said, you could be thinking of starting something anew. It's something that you were doing or wanted as a child. It's like you're back on this path. This is coming back to you. So it's like shit is coming back full circle. Life is happening full circle. Like I said, this could have been something that you started 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It's coming back to you. This opportunity is coming back to you. It's not set in stone yet, but don't be surprised if you get something that you were actually supposed to have a long time ago, a couple years ago. One more card for my Leos. It's not set in stone yet, but understand that wave is coming, okay? That wave is coming, boo. We got to bring love into the situation. So it's like you need to find your passions again, okay? Figure out what it is that you're passionate about and bring that back. That's why it's not set in stone, because you've swayed away from something that was for you, or that you were passionate about, that you loved, and you completely swayed away from that. So when you start to bring love back into this situation, you may have to speak up on something. When you bring love back into this situation, that's when the wave's gonna come in. That's when this new wave gonna come in for you, and it's something coming back to you possibly from your childhood 5 or 6 years ago. And that don't even have to be childhood. That could be when you was growing through that growing stage. Yeah, we got the high honor and the marriage. This could absolutely be a relationship. So a relationship could be coming back to you. Possibly, maybe some type of relationship with someone. Someone could be coming back to you full circle. Don't ignore it. Let me just say that. It's almost like this relationship was supposed to, how it ended, it was not supposed to end this way. If it's not a marriage, this is just a partnership or a relation, some type of other relationship where, you know, you two very well love each other. Could be best friends. It could be anything. I'm just saying, like, don't be surprised when this relationship come back around to you. Okay. What can I get for my Leo? You created this though. It's almost like you called this into you with that Ace of Swords and that Queen and King of Cups. It's like because you had to balance yourself out. If this is the type of relationship where now in hindsight you look back and like, dang, I did overreact a little bit. I did do the most a little bit. Maybe I wasn't too understanding, or I wasn't too something. Now you are. So it's going to make sense. It's a better fit for now in this season. Let's see. We got big happy changes. So expect those big happy changes, okay? And then we got if you believe. So if you believe those big happy changes are coming, understand that they are. Somebody wants to possibly make you their girlfriend or wife. Let me just say that. Because with this high honor card, this is a person of high honor. You could be this person of high honor, but I'm just saying somebody finally respects you. And it's because you respect yourself. They see you in a completely different light now. completely different. You've healed parts of yourself that make you more attractive, more abundant, more, you know, more everything. Somebody can see that. You're now this person of high honor, and now this relationship, marriage, commitment, partnership, something can finally work out the way that it's supposed to. Big happy changes are coming for you, Leo. This is your full moon reading. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.